Dance is whatever you make it, you know? All these dances aren't a technique taught by a colleague in Harvard or whatever, you know? It's really us having fun and following our body and whatever we want to do. So, you know, you see these new dances in the hood, you see whatever dances, the Dougie, whatever the case may be. It's just us having fun and expressing ourselves.
I don't like the way you got me feeling lately. Oh, they say, baby, I'm feeling like you found someone to replace me.
Well, you know, my choreographers are Fly Styles, you know, Rich and Tone, Talawega Brothers. You know, those guys kind of always have that, you know, that different kind of swag, different kind of, you know, technique they bring to the game. And I think it's just like raw talent and raw, you know, just energy. You know, it's not so Formula One. It's not so just ordinary. It's always something that they bring extra, and they'll give you that extra to make you want to go just as hard on stage. You know, they dance with Madonna, you know, Michael Jackson, you know, with the greats, and they know the magic in dancing, and they know the magic behind that, you know, and so those guys can bring their own swag, and they from the Bay Area, so, you know, they got a whole different kind of swag out there, so it's a whole different kind of like energy. The BET MJ tribute, it was just an honor to be able to kind of, you know, represent Michael Jackson on stage and kind of, you know, show off some dancing moves and have fun, and also just be able to kind of embody his legacy and what he does. You know, I got a chance to be able to meet him when I was a little bit younger, and you know, it was a great chance to be able to hang out with him and see his energy and be able to be in his presence. You know, the whole time we prepared for the tour, it was crazy, and prepared for this performance. This performance was so like intense that I didn't want to kind of mess up. I think at the end, all be all, the showtime was showtime, and we just had so much fun. And at the end, I got emotional, you know, dealing with his death and my own experiences, and me just wanting to be free as an artist, you know. And I think all those components kind of combined each other, so it was kind of fun. And great to be able to express myself and be real.